I booked our usual anniversary spot at the Hot Springs Resort. The same place we've been going for the past 5 years. They had that outdoor bath you really liked.
Not going.
What? Is it work? I can reschedule if needed. I already put down the deposit. Our anniversary trip is our tradition.
How old will you be this year?
40, so? We talked about doing something special this year since it's a milestone. Remember you said we might extend the trip by a day?
No way I'm continuing this marriage with you.
What? What are you talking about? You're the same age as me. We literally graduated the same year.
Men and women are totally different. No guy wants a 40-year-old woman.
Where is this coming from? You've never spoken to me like this before. Enough joking around. I need to confirm with the resort by tomorrow.
I said I'm not going. Are you deaf or just stupid? Why would I want to go to a hot spring with your flabby body?
Are you being serious right now? We've been married for 20 years. Just last year, you were saying how much you looked forward to our trips. You said it was the highlight of your year.
That was a moment of weakness. Or maybe I was just trying to keep you happy until I figured out what to do.
What to do about what? Did I do something wrong?
You didn't do anything. You're just not what I want anymore. Don't you get it yet? Do I need to spell it out for you? I'm saying I want a divorce.
After 20 years together, you're telling me this over text? Is this because I asked about our anniversary trip?
I've met someone I like. Someone younger and prettier. Someone who makes me feel alive again.
You've been cheating? Who is she?
So what if I have? It doesn't matter now. What matters is I'm done with this marriage. I'll pay you some settlement money as a parting gift. Be grateful I'm offering anything at all.
The kids are still in middle and high school with college coming up. Takumi is preparing for his entrance exams. Have you thought about how this will affect them?
Children can grow up fine without parents. Look at all the orphans who turn out okay. They'll get over it.
They're not orphans. I'm worried about their mental health. And what about their tuition?
They're your kids. You pay for it. I've done my part raising them this far.
Excuse me? They're your children too. How can you suddenly act like they're not your responsibility?
I'm remarrying a 21-year-old. She doesn't want to live in a house with another woman's things. So pack up and leave by the end of the month.
What? You're just openly admitting it? She's barely 4 years older than our kid. Does she even know you have children?
Age doesn't matter in love, and yes, she knows everything. She doesn't care about my past.
You're a married man. This is about responsibility and commitment.
Shut up. I can fall in love at any age. I deserve to be happy.
It's actually impressive you can say that with a straight face when you have a wife and kids. You mentioned settlement money, but did you even know how much we have saved?
Should be about $100,000. That's what the account showed last time I checked.
Half of that will be gone just covering both kids' college applications. Not to mention their actual tuition when they get in. Have you even thought this through?
Then we split it. $50,000 each.
Education costs are separate. Asset division would be $25,000 and alimony is separate. That's how it works legally.
What? That's robbery! That's not enough to make my girlfriend happy. She's expecting at least $70,000.
Your girlfriend's happiness is not my concern. Why should I care about your future happiness? You certainly don't care about mine or the kids.
You're just going to shrivel up and die alone. But we're different. We're going to have kids, so we need the money.
You're 40 and talking about having more kids? With someone who could be your daughter? I'm speechless. I'll have to talk to a lawyer since we're getting nowhere.
You can afford one? Good luck with that on your part-time salary. You haven't worked full-time in years.
I'll spend whatever it takes to protect the kids' education. I've already reached out to a few firms. And FYI, I've hidden the bank books and seals, so don't bother looking.
Damn it! You sneaky witch!
Hey lady, can you give me back my booze money? I know you're reading this. Who are you? How did you get my contact information? And what's a boo? I'm Greg's girlfriend. Boo is Greg. He gave me your info because he said you're being difficult about money. Oh, the 21-year-old. I was wondering when you'd surface. Does Greg know you're contacting me? Yep, I'm Kiki. He's right here next to me. What money are you talking about? This is between me and my husband. Or should I say soon-to-be ex-husband. You're trying to take more than half of the 100K, aren't you? Greg told me everything. You're so pathetic. No wonder he left you. Aren't you being incredibly rude? You don't even know me. Is this how your generation communicates? I don't think so. I'm just talking normally. All that etiquette stuff is so boomer. No one cares about that anymore. I didn't realize good manners disappeared in this generation. So tell me, what are your plans with Greg? And what do you need the money for exactly? We're getting married, obviously. College is such a waste of money anyway. I dropped out of high school and I'm super happy now. My children have been studying hard their entire lives. Don't compare your happiness with my children's future. Your choices are your own, but my children deserve their education. Whatever. We want to have a big wedding and need the money. Plus, I've been eyeing this designer bag collection. Greg promised me we'd live in luxury. Maybe save up for 20 years first. That's what Greg and I did. By then, I'd be an old hag like you. No offense, but I want to enjoy life while I'm young and hot. Greg says that's what money is for. By then, you'll be the one getting dumped. For someone younger and prettier. Do you even really like my husband? At 21, there must be plenty of cute guys your age around. Young guys are all broke and can't buy me stuff. That's why older men are the best. They know how to treat a woman right. So it's just about money. I don't know what he's been buying you, but that money is our family's living expenses too. Money that was meant for our children. Not my problem. You should have kept him satisfied so he wouldn't look elsewhere. Do you have a father? Is he in your life? Obviously. What kind of question is that? How would you feel if your dad got obsessed with some young girl and stopped supporting your family? If he abandoned your mother after decades together? I'd beat him up. But that's different. My dad would never do that. It's the same situation, but I guess you don't care what happens to kids you've never met. You're only thinking about yourself. This conversation is pointless. Please don't contact me again. I won't give up until you hand over the money. Greg deserves to be happy with me. Our son was just rushed to the ER. The school called me in a panic. He suddenly couldn't breathe and was diagnosed with a collapsed lung. The doctor said it's pneumothorax.
Is he alive? Do I need to come?
He's stable for now. They've inserted a chest tube to reinflate his lung. But if it gets worse, he might need surgery. The doctor said this could be a recurring condition. He's been asking for you.
That's what happens when you study too much. He's always hunched over those books.
What are you saying? His illness has nothing to do with studying. The doctor said it can happen spontaneously in tall, thin young men. Before you even ask which hospital he's in. This is what you say?
It's not a big deal, right? Kids bounce back quickly. He'll be fine without me there.
Not a big deal. He has a tube in his chest. Your child is suffering and you still care more about that woman? You won't even visit him? You're really going to steal their college money for her.
College is unnecessary. Look at me. I'm successful. Look at Kiki. She's happy without it.
You have a degree. Your parents paid for every penny of it.
That's why I know. I just partied the whole time and can't remember anything I learned. Everything I know I learned on the job.
Don't lump our children in with you. They actually have things they want to study. They're not like you.
He'll just end up partying and chasing girls. That's what college is for, anyway.
Why are you assuming that? Have you even spoken to him about his plans? He wants to be a doctor.
That's exactly why I'm saying this. He's my kid. He'll follow in my footsteps.
There's a phrase called learning from bad examples. Our children are smarter than that.
That's rude.
You said it yourself. By the way, your girlfriend Kiki contacted me.
She wants to talk to you directly, so I gave her your contact info.
She's quite a character. Did you think she could convince me?
I'm not under her control.
I couldn't have a reasonable conversation with her. I'm amazed you two get along. She seems to only care about designer bags.
Of course we do. She understands me in ways you never did. She appreciates me.
Then live happily ever after together. I'll protect our children. They at least deserve one parent who prioritizes them.
If we just resolve the money issue, we can be happy. Do you know what happens to people who get in the way of true love? They get kicked by a horse and die.
Are you threatening me now? You're not scaring me, Greg.
Do whatever you want. I have a date with Kiki.
Don't you want to come check on him? He's your son, Greg.
Yeah, he just hates seeing me anyways. I don't need the guilt trip.
I haven't told him anything yet. I was hoping you'd come to your senses. I expect nothing from you anymore.
So we're good with a divorce then? No more fighting?
Absolutely. I have no reason to refuse.
I'll mail the divorce papers. You file them. I'll keep living with Kiki. Let me know when it's done.
Do whatever you want.
We need to talk. Are you there? This is important.
Well, if it isn't my ex-husband, Greg. It's been a few weeks. What can I do for you?
About that thing. I want to pretend it never happened. Can we start over?
You'll need to be more specific. A lot has happened.
The divorce. I've made a terrible mistake.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The divorce is final.
It was like a fever dream. I got excited about a young girl and lost my mind. I've finally woken up. Please tell me it's not too late. Let's book that anniversary trip again. I'll pay for everything.
Seriously, I don't understand what you're saying. You chose Kiki. What changed?
I want us to get back together. I miss you and the kids. The house feels empty without you all.
Tell me why. What happened to your passionate love story?
She's just awful. I never realized how immature she is. I thought she was just carefree and fun. I can't stand it anymore.
You didn't notice while dating? How is that possible?
She stayed nice until she caught me. It was like a switch flipped.
Interesting. So she was pretending to be someone else to get you. Sounds familiar.
And that's not all. I clean up, and a minute later, it's a pile of garbage again. I'll take out 3 bags of trash, and the next day, there are 5 more.
Living with someone is different than dating them.
She says the kitchen is too cluttered with garbage, so she dumps a ramen broth in the bathtub. Who does that? The drain is all clogged.
That's something. Quite innovative, actually.
She doesn't flush the toilet either. I tried talking to her about it, but she says I'm being toxically masculine for enforcing patriarchal cleanliness standards. I can't live like this. I never realized how much work you put in. We can still fix this. I want another chance. I'll be a good husband and father this time.
You can make all the promises you want. The divorce was finalized last week. Why would I want to go back to being with a burden when I'm finally free?
Come on! You played hard to get before we got married too. Didn't you miss me at all?
Excuse me? You thought abandoning your family would spice things up? It's been a relief being away from you.
What are you saying? That's cruel.
Your new girlfriend must be thrilled to have you. How's that working out for you?
Don't mess with me! I worked hard for my family. I provided everything!
Then why did you demand money for your girlfriend? If you're taking everything in the end, you weren't working for your family. You were working for yourself.
You were worried about college money. You can't manage alone, can you?
Funny you should mention that. My dad had been saving for the grandkids' education. He was planning to gift it for their weddings, but education gifts are tax-free, so the timing worked out.
What? You never mentioned this before.
So both kids' college expenses are completely covered. Plus, my dad has an investment property in a great location that just became available, so he's renting it to us at a discount. The kids are thrilled since it's closer to their schools and future colleges. It's actually much nicer than our old house.
What about the house I bought? I paid for that.
I left it behind, just like you left us behind. You can invite Kiki to that big house.
But living with her would turn it into a garbage dump within 3 days.
Maybe you'll get featured on one of those hoarding TV shows. Could be your big break into television.
That's not funny. You don't understand how bad things are.
Being dumped by a girl isn't that dramatic. You'll survive.
She was so mad at me that she stormed into my workplace in the middle of a client meeting.
What happened?
This 21-year-old girl came in screaming, demanding to see the president of the company. Called me every name in the book. I can't show my face in the break room anymore.
Gosh, that must be uncomfortable. Actions have consequences.
My boss is suggesting a transfer to one of our rural branches. That's basically a demotion. I've worked there for 15 years, and now my reputation is ruined.
Sorry, can we wrap this up? I'm not your wife anymore. It's no longer my problem.
Don't be like that. I need someone to talk to.
Kiki's been blowing up my phone. She has something to say too, so I'm going to talk to her.
Tell her to break up with me. Quietly. She says she won't let me go until I buy her the bag I promised. She's threatening me.
Tell her yourself. Deal with your own problems.
Please, just do it. Don't say anything else though. Just tell her I'll buy the bag if she quietly moves out.
What do you want? I'm busy.
You scamming old witch! This is all your fault!
Did I scam you somehow?
Dumping that stingy loser on me? He's insufferable!
You wanted him and took him, didn't you? I remember you saying how happy you were.
He's so toxic! He yells at me for not doing anything! He expects me to cook and clean like it's 1950.
Yes, he's always been like that. That's the kind of person he is. Classic Greg.
You could have told me what he was really like.
Why would I highlight the negatives of the trash you were so eager to take off my hands? You didn't exactly ask for a character reference.
That's so annoying. Before we moved in together, he promised to buy me an apartment and designer stuff, but now he's acting like those promises never happened. Plus, he's always demanding I take baths. He's just a nagging old man.
You probably should bathe, though. That's just basic hygiene.
I'm young, so I don't get dirty or smelly. It's natural to have a scent. It's actually healthier this way.
Age doesn't prevent body odor. Even babies get daily baths.
Whatever. Once he buys me that bag he promised, I'll return him to you. You can have him back. I'm done with him.
No thanks. I told you, I'm relieved to be rid of him. We're divorced now. He's officially your problem.
After 20 years together, you seriously don't want him back? What's wrong with you?
20 years of putting up with him is more like it, and cleaning up after him. And 20 years of constant criticism. And I told him earlier, we've moved out, so you can send his stuff anywhere.
For real? You're not just saying this?
You have a whole house to yourselves. Why don't you move in there? It's a nice property. I'm a certified neat freak and minimalist. You'd love that house if it was clean.
For real? Is it Instagram worthy?
The place looks like a model home, very Instagram worthy. Great natural light in every room. Perfect for selfies.
Seriously? That might work. I do need a better backdrop for my social media.
If it gets messy, just hire a cleaning service. They're pretty affordable these days, like $100 for 3 hours.
That's so cheap. I thought it would be like $1,000. That's doable with Greg's credit card.
You stole him from me, so don't give up on him so easily. If you change a little, he'll buy you designer stuff. Just take baths and clean up a bit, and you'll get what you want. He's simple to manipulate.
You're right. I didn't think of it that way. I can get what I want without too much effort. Thanks. You're not that bad for an old lady.
Good luck.
How did our conversation lead to her moving into my house? She's hiring cleaning services on my credit card now.
Glad things worked out for you both. How's domestic bliss treating you?
She said she'd bathe, clean up, and do chores, so we made up and moved in. But it's a garbage dump after just 3 days. She invites her friends over, and they trash the place.
That's almost a talent. Some people have a gift for creating chaos.
And guess what she said? She wants me to hire a live-in housekeeper. That would cost $2,000 a month. Ridiculous!
This story keeps escalating. First, it was just a cleaning service. Now it's a live-in housekeeper. She thinks big. I just suggested a cleaning service for like $100 occasionally, not a full-time employee.
So this was your idea! You put these thoughts in her head! Women are born to do housework! Paying for something you can do yourself is just laziness! When did you become such a feminist?
There it is. Your fundamental problem. This is why we could never have a reasonable conversation. Why do you think housework is exclusively a woman's job?
What's wrong with what I said? That's how I was raised. My mother did all the housework and never complained.
Women have very few good days each month, physically. Do you understand what women go through? You're probably going to say your mother worked every day, blah, blah, blah. Yes, women from previous generations were amazing. But they were just enduring silently. Many were miserable. We live in an era now where it's okay to ask for help when things are difficult. where partners actually share responsibilities.
That's just being weak. Everyone has tough days. I don't complain when I have a headache.
You make a huge fuss over a tiny 99-degree fever. Remember last winter, you acted like you were dying. From my perspective, someone who kept working with 100+ fevers, that's just being weak too. But I never said that to you, did I?
Men are naturally more sensitive to pain. It's scientific. We feel it more intensely.
Women feel pain too. We just don't have the luxury of stopping everything because of it. We just have mountains of things that must get done, so we grit our teeth and power through.
You're exaggerating. It can't be that bad. You always had time to watch your dramas.
When you have stomach cramps and diarrhea, the pain is excruciating, right? Could you do dishes while experiencing that?
Of course not. No one should have to work feeling like that. That's inhumane.
Women do that. I did that. And you never once showed any appreciation for it. You just expected it. That's why I'm happier now.
You should talk a lot now that we're divorced. You've changed. You were never this outspoken before.
I didn't not talk before. I just knew it was pointless to say anything. You never listened.
What? I always listen to you.
I asked you several times to stop yelling and to help with the garbage occasionally. Each time you'd say, "Who do you think you're talking to?" Or, "That's not my job," and that was the end of it. I realized my feelings weren't getting through, so I gave up. I'm actually impressed with myself for enduring 20 years. It feels like I wasted my youth.
If you were so unhappy, you should have asked for a divorce. You should have been honest. Why did you stay if it was so terrible?
It's strange. I guess I got used to that life. I kept telling myself it was normal. I kept compromising, thinking that if I was the only one suffering, the kids wouldn't have to struggle and we could maintain a decent lifestyle. I put the children first.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying I was a burden?
I envied my friend who got divorced. She seemed so free afterward. I watched her from the sidelines, wishing I had the same courage, but I couldn't act. In the end, I was a coward too. Until you made the decision for both of us.
I had no idea you were so unhappy. So here's my proposal. I'll earn a decent salary and become a completely different person. Would you consider getting back together? For the kids? I promise I'll change.
Not a chance. The children are happier now too. They don't miss the yelling.
We have history together. 20 years means nothing to you?
I feel incredibly comfortable right now. My mind and body feel lighter, like I've grown wings. Even breathing is easier. I've never felt this way before. Why would I go back to feeling suffocated?
Was I really making you that miserable? I thought we had a good marriage. Sure, we had our problems, but doesn't everyone?
Worry about your girlfriend instead of me. Enjoy your life together. Or find someone else who doesn't know you yet.
No way! I want to live with you. I miss our family.
Goodbye. I'm blocking you, so don't contact me again. Have a nice life, Greg. Mary, it's been ages! How are you and the kids doing in the new place? The neighborhood isn't the same without you. Norma, I've missed you too. We're doing great, thanks for asking. The kids have settled in nicely at their new schools. You were my favorite neighbor, and I'm sad we're apart now. How have you been? Listen to this. I have major news. You won't believe what's happening at your old house. What happened? Did Greg burn it down trying to cook for himself? That wouldn't surprise me. Your ex and that empty-headed child he's with. It's absolute chaos over there. Oh? Finally broke up? I was wondering how long that would last. I wish. But no, it's something else. Something much juicier. Don't keep me in suspense. What's going on? The girl is bringing other men to their house. When your ex is at work, different men almost every week. What? And my ex doesn't know? She's cheating on him in their own home? So only you know about this? Well, they're my next-door neighbors. My kitchen window faces their living room. I see everything. The blinds are almost never closed. But here's the shocking part. There's more? This story just keeps getting better. That idiot girl's belly is getting bigger. She's pregnant. I don't know whose baby it is, but your ex believes it's his and is desperately cleaning the house and taking care of her. I see him carrying groceries, cooking, the whole 9 yards. Their garbage output is way more than other houses, but I've never seen her take it out. It's always him rushing out with bags and bags of trash. She's got him completely wrapped around her finger. Poor Greg, actually living his worst nightmare. He's gone from one woman who cleans to another who creates mess. And wait, there's still more. The plot thickens. I can't imagine what else there could be. The man she's bringing home is a muscular African-American guy. Very handsome, much younger than your ex. I've seen him there at least 4 times in the past month. My brain can't process this anymore. So she's pregnant and still seeing this other man? And Greg has no idea? We won't know for sure until the baby is born, but the skin color will make it obvious, so at least they'll save on a DNA test. Can you imagine his face when the baby comes out? It'll be priceless. This is just too shocking. I almost feel sorry for him. Almost. It probably doesn't matter to you anymore, but I just had to tell someone because it's so crazy. The whole neighborhood is watching this drama unfold. It's better than those TV shows you used to like. Norma, you really love gossip, don't you? I'm genuinely glad I never got on your bad side. You notice everything. I just hate people who do shady things. Your ex deserves what's coming to him. I've always liked you because you're straightforward. The way he treated you and the kids was despicable. We'll all be waiting to see how this baby situation turns out. I'll keep you posted on any new developments. Yes, indeed. Thanks for the update, Norma. It's quite the story.
My life is falling apart! I feel so stupid! It's all my fault! I ruined everything! I'm truly sorry.
After divorcing Kiki, Greg lost both his house and his wife to the other man. Because the child was born during marriage, Greg is legally the father, forcing him to file a court case to disestablish paternity, which has cost him more time and money. Kiki took all his money while they lived together, and he no longer has the energy to try to get it back. He now rents a $400 a month apartment with shared bathroom and toilet facilities and barely manages to keep his job. He rarely does laundry and gives off a foul odor. After female employees complained repeatedly, he was demoted and transferred to a rural branch. We'll likely never see him again. Norma reported that the other man was caught as an illegal immigrant and apparently deported, which was her final update before we lost touch. My son passed his entrance exams and our family is living happily.